Even though animals are generally afraid of humans, severe situations can push them to rely on us for help. Citizens were walking on the street when they spotted a capybara in the drain. Kayaker finds a blue heron stuck in a tree, and look how he handles the situation.
Still up there. Is he still alive? Bullseye.
Frees it peacefully.
Okay.
Cats always get stuck in crazy places, but luckily these firefighters managed to save the cat. But this cat didn't even try to thank them for help. She found a sloth while crossing the highway. This pup thought he was doomed until the real heroes came to the rescue. Look how happy it looks.
I'm just trying to help you out, homie. Don't try to flex on me. Get out of here. Go!
Saved the skunk's life, but was terrified of getting sprayed in the face. When an orange cat was trapped beside a river, a brave man put down a ladder so he could go down to the cat. He grabbed it, brought it up the ladder, being careful to not slip. This lost pup screamed for help, and a good Samaritan pulled over and listened. Pup seems so grateful for being saved. An animal was trapped in this fast-flowing river. An excavator came to the rescue and snatched it out of the water, bringing it to the safe land. Look how a little girl covered a dog's ears since she knew the dog was scared of loud fireworks. A kind man comes to the rescue of a tiny kitten trapped in a tricky spot. Next, an armadillo is carefully lifted out of a deep hole.
You're safe.
Where can I put it?
Set it down.
Then a huge turtle stuck in the sand finally gets a helping hand. After that, a rescued elephant baby enjoys a fresh feed of milk. Meanwhile, a woman saves a koala from the path of a bushfire. In another act of kindness, a thirsty bird is given water by a caring man.
وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم.
Similarly, a lion receives water from a human helper in the wild. Next, the parents of a baby swan seek help from a human passerby. Meanwhile, a pigeon patiently waits on a fountain for some assistance. Then, a large turtle trapped in sand gets rescued by a human. Over at another spot, a fox gets help when its tail is stuck in a rock. A group of people bravely saves a dog struggling in a river. Then a man clears a snowy path so a deer can move safely. Meanwhile, workers rescue a dog stranded overnight. In another heartwarming moment, a woman helps a small horse stuck in mud. Next, a man carefully frees a turtle tangled in a net. A poor horse trapped in a river finally gets rescued.
Нет. Да. Не сильно, не сильно. Чуть-чуть. Чего, все нормально.
Then a tiny deer stuck on the road is saved by a passing man. In another scene, a crow trapped in a tricky spot is rescued by a human.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
And a pair of bears signals a human for food, showing surprising trust.
Huh?
A man bravely rescued an eagle struggling near a river. Meanwhile, a puppy stuck on a slippery rock receives a helping hand. Then, a dog is carefully pulled out from rubble after a disaster.
Yavaş yavaş. Dur. Altını al keserle. Başkan tut şunu. Ayağının altını keserle çek biraz. Kayma altına abi. Tamam.
A freezing dog finds warmth and gives thanks to a kind rescuer.
It's okay.
Next, an elk gets freed after getting a bag stuck over its head. A thirsty bird is saved from dying of thirst by a compassionate human. Two little boys show kindness by giving water to a thirsty stray cat. Meanwhile, a cow with its head stuck in a tire is freed by a quick-acting human. A man rescues a deer trapped in a net, giving it a second chance. A kind person helps a kangaroo stuck in a tricky spot.
Yay! Bye, buddy. I hope you have a good life.
Energy balls fall down.
A flood-stricken area sees a man helping stray dogs to safety.
Deixa eu molhar. Entra aqui. Tá chovendo. Entra aí pra dentro pra comer.
Firefighters take heroic action to save a horse trapped in a canal. A man gently helps a cat in need after it had been stuck on a roof. Meanwhile, a deer trapped beneath a fence is freed by someone cutting the bars. A kind man provides water to a thirsty cat. A calf stuck in a well gets rescued by a brave human. A thoughtful elderly man scoops water to help a thirsty stray dog. Meanwhile, a turtle gets rescued from a small island by human hands.
Oh, yes! Oh, how good is that?
A man carefully saves an injured deer stranded on a road. In an unusual twist, a man frees a duck captured by a turtle. Then, a deer stuck in muddy dirt gets rescued by a passerby. And a firefighter risks his life to save a dog trapped in a lake. Here, a thirsty squirrel gets a refreshing drink thanks to a kind passerby, showing even the smallest acts matter. Next, a dolphin trapped in a fishing net is gently guided to freedom by a patient human. In this clip, a predator bird is offered water by a compassionate man, a rare moment of trust captured on camera. Suddenly, a monkey teeters on the edge of danger only to be saved from drowning by a quick-thinking man. Watch as a young man jumps into a lake to rescue a tiny kitten, proving courage comes in all sizes. Moments later, a cat is saved just seconds before possibly being crushed at a recycling center, luck and timing perfectly aligned. People rally together to prevent a kitten from drowning, showing teamwork can truly save lives. On a busy highway, a truck driver spots a tiny kitten and jumps into action, a small hero in a big world. Suddenly, a burning house becomes the scene of bravery as a man runs in to save his dog.
Alright.
Watch as a little bear trapped in a can is carefully freed, a tiny moment of triumph.
Oh, there you go. You're okay. You're welcome.
A fawn, stranded and vulnerable, is rescued by a man, showing the bond between humans and wildlife.
Careful. Okay, good.
Ice-cold river? No problem. Firefighters step in to save a dog trapped in freezing waters.
5-6 rated, can you roll rescue?
Troopers come to the aid of a moose stranded on a frozen lake, a dramatic yet successful rescue.
Alright, keep going. You got it, boys. Just hang in there for a minute. Now we'll get...
And a mother horse pleads for help and a human steps in to save her baby from drowning, a heartwarming end to the sequence of heroic. A kind man rescues a fawn who fell into a well. During heavy rain, a mother cat brings her newborn kittens to a human home seeking help. A Navy rescue team bravely saves a cow stranded in floodwaters. A man pulls a fawn from rising floodwaters and the family adopts it. Struggling seagull's wings are freed from a fence by a kind passerby. A distressed fawn gets rescued by a compassionate man. Bighorn sheep trapped in mud are finally freed. A family comes together to rescue a deer trapped in a frozen lake. Brave hands guide a stranded cetacean safely back to the sea. A woman saves a koala stuck in a trap. Tram security guards save a cat hiding under a moving tram. Cat must be so thankful for these guys. A seagull trapped on power lines is carefully freed. A hedgehog stuck in mud receives a helping hand. A man quenches the thirst of a tiny insect. A monkey visits a pharmacy to receive care from a compassionate man. A brave man jumps in to rescue a dog drowning in a river. Compassionate people help calmly and rescue a dog terrified by floodwaters. Amid rising floods, a man guides a stray dog to safety, potentially saving the dog's life. A stranded fish is gently returned to water by a caring man. A man wades through an overflowing river to rescue a trapped cat. A woman frees a dog whose face was stuck in a can. A swan stranded on a highway is safely guided back to water. A moose in danger is rescued by a caring human. Meanwhile, a barn owl finds itself trapped, but a kind woman swoops in to save it. Floodwaters rise, and a dog stranded on a car roof gets help from a team of people who won't leave it behind. On another street, a seagull struggles with tied legs, and a man carefully untangles it. Ice breaks under a moose, but human bravery ensures it gets safely back on solid ground. Nearby, abandoned puppies call for help and compassionate humans answer. Even small acts matter. A garbage man spots a tiny kitten in the trash and rescues it. Hurricane winds rage, but a Coast Guard team manages to save a dog from the stormy waters. On a hot summer day, a father and son rescue a fawn that fell into a pool, keeping it safe until it arrives. Two men spot kittens trapped in a manhole and work together to bring them to safety. A squirrel stranded on a highway gets help from a kind woman, proving that no act of compassion is too small. A dog in distress calls for human intervention, and a group of people rush in to save it. Seals entangled in a net struggle for freedom, but careful hands untangle and rescue them safely. Meanwhile, a raccoon trapped in a pool receives much needed help from a human rescuer. A powerful osprey caught in danger is saved just in time, flying free once more. A roo trapped in a lake struggles, but human hands pull it safely to shore.
Yeah, just maybe tie him up. Is he alright? Give him a bit of space, yeah. Well done. Smooth, well done.
A dog falls on a train tracks, and quick-thinking rescuers manage to bring it to safety. Two men find a dehydrated horse left alone, and with teamwork they provide it with water and safety. A baby deer trapped in a fence is freed by a compassionate lady, reuniting it with its family. Firefighters don't just fight fires, they save tiny kittens, showing courage in every situation. One man dives into the sea to rescue a cat, proving the lengths people go to help animals. Floodwaters sweep a dog into a pit, but a group of people coordinate to bring it out safely. A trapped dolphin struggles against the tide until a team of rescuers frees it back into the ocean. A doe struggling in the water gets rescued just in time, swimming back to safety. A friendly man spots baby raccoons in danger and rescues them with gentle hands. Floodwaters rise, but a man reaches a stranded dog and brings it to safety. A firefighter spots a tiny kitten in danger and swiftly rescues it from harm. A dolphin calf gets tangled in struggles until a kind man frees it back into the water. Floodwaters threaten a cat, but a man wades in to carry it to safety. A train driver stops just in time to rescue a cat crossing the track. A hawk caught in danger gets help from a quick-thinking woman. An Australian firefighter finds a baby kangaroo stranded and safely rescues it. Kayakers notice a seagull tangled in a fishing line and carefully free it. A young child jumps in to save a chipmunk from drowning, showing early heroism. A dog trapped in an ice lake is pulled to safety by a determined rescuer. A koala stuck in a fence is freed by a kind human able to climb away safely. A lion tamarin pup gets reunited with its mother after a quick rescue by a careful man. A group of elk is trapped in water, but good men act quickly to rescue them. A tiny hummingbird is saved by a kind man who notices it in distress. Kayakers find two seals tied together and carefully work to free them. A dog struggles in the water, but a rescuer quickly pulls it to safety.
Thank you.
Amid a wildfire, a man bravely saves a rabbit from the flames. Several birds trapped with their heads in a fence are gently freed by humans. A sea turtle stuck on rocks is rescued by a man who carries it safely back to the shore.
Let's go! Yes! No win, let's go!
A pigeon caught on power wire is carefully rescued and released. A dog trapped in a waste bin gets a helping hand and is freed unharmed.
രക്ഷിക്കാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞത് ഒരുപാട് സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. ഓരോ മിണ്ടാപ്രാണികളെയും അവരുടെ പുതിയ ജീവിതത്തിലേക്ക് അവരെ തിരിച്ചു കൊണ്ടുവരുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിന്
A goat with its head stuck on a motorcycle gets rescued, finally able to move freely. A squirrel fell into a pool and could have drowned, but a man swooped in to pull it to safety. Meanwhile, a woman rescued a dog that had fallen into a drain, carefully lifting it out unharmed. A puppy got a wire tightly stuck around its muzzle, but quick action by a rescuer freed it to safety. Floodwaters rise, yet a man braves the currents to save a trapped puppy. A thirsty cat struggles, but a kind human turns on a tap, giving it a drink and relief. An eagle stuck in thick mud is finally freed by a careful and patient rescuer. Under scorching desert heat, a zebra was really struggling, but a man offered water and a second chance at life.
a picture.
So nilijaribu pia kuimwagia, wakasema nisimwagie kwa mapua ndani.
Snow-covered sheep were trapped in ice, but a man cleared the path and led them to safety.
Déjale nomás, hijo, ya se va a desacalambrar.
A motorcyclist spots a kitten stranded in the middle of the road and rescues it just in time. During a storm, a kitten trapped in a storm drain is rescued by kind people who act quickly. A raccoon struggled in the water, stranded in a bay, but concerned people coaxed it to safely. Two huskies fell into a canal, but quick-thinking officers pulled them to safety.
Just took a fire department to do it. Oh. Yay!
Carnaby cockatoos were carefully released back into their habitat. A man risked his life to rescue a dog trapped in floodwaters. Two hungry foxes were fed by a kind man, restoring hope for the wild animals.
Good boy. Wow, that's a first.
A dog got stuck on a frozen lake, but a man arrived just in time to help it out safely. A shark came close to shore and was carefully guided back into the ocean by a group of men. Hungry cheetahs approached humans, drawn by the scent of food, eager for a meal. A shivering squirrel in the snow was offered crackers by a kind woman. A tiny mouse trapped in garden pots was carefully rescued by a man. An indigo bunting that struck a window was rescued and released safely. A seagull trapped between rocks was freed and flew away unharmed. A disabled puppy received urgent help from a compassionate man. A shivering dog was quickly covered with a blanket by a kind human. A thirsty hen was offered water after being spotted by a caring man. A cat perched on an electric pole was safely rescued by a kind man. A puppy freezing in the snow was saved by a quick-thinking man. An abandoned street dog trapped in floodwaters was rescued by a brave human. A man fed a stray dog and the dog couldn't stop thanking him. This woman rescued a bobcat caught in a hunter's trap, carefully freeing its leg. A kind woman freed from a trapped peacock, and the bird thanked her with a graceful display. Two surfers guided a dolphin safely back to deeper water after it drifted too close to shore. Brave woman saved a dog from a precarious bridge. A woman gently covered a stray dog with her scarf to keep it warm. An injured dog was carefully rescued by a kind-hearted woman. While paragliding, a man had a surprise guest, an eagle perched briefly on his leg. A peacock expressed gratitude after a lady fed him, proudly spreading its wings.
А я с другой стороны снимаю, дружище.
Zoo rescuers carefully freed a gorilla from a confined space. Kind men offered water to a thirsty eagle in need.
Смотри, какой хороший.
A pigeon precariously perched on a roof peak was safely rescued.
I'm a bit screwed. Oh, nice.
A chimpanzee asked a photographer for help, cupping his hands to drink water. A turtle stuck on a branch was gently freed by a man.
Dale vuelta. ¡Qué bella! Está viva.
A man stopped traffic to rescue a stranded kitten safely. A man and his pig worked together to save a baby goat from drowning. A hedgehog approached by a passerby so the tape could be removed from its paw. A woman spotted a hawk trapped in a fence and carefully freed it, letting it fly away safely.
Go, 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 go. Yes. Woo! Are you okay? All right. I think it's okay. Poor baby. I hope it didn't break its toe. Charlie, you better go over here before the eagle eats you.
Nearby cries led a man to a baby bird, and he rescued it just as its mother watched anxiously. A crow was drowning, but a quick-thinking man jumped in to save it before it could go under. A bird got stuck on a streetlight, and a kind man carefully removed it, preventing damage. A giraffe struggled with a tire around its neck, but rescuers removed it safely, giving the animal freedom again. During a hurricane, a man rescued a mama and her babies, giving them shelter and safety.
Hurry, hurry!
I was on him.
Right now?
Yes.
A tiny bird was stuck in the ice, but a man carefully freed it using his breath.
Here we go, little birdie. Go ahead and fly away.
A baby deer struggled to stay afloat, but a nearby boat offered refuge and safety.
Не бойся, не бойся, не бойся. Садись туда к мотору.
A bird began choking, and a man quickly acted to save its life. Ducks were guided safely across a busy street by a vigilant officer. A bird swallowed a water bottle, but a man rescued it just in time. Another brave rescue, a man carefully removed a fish stuck in a bird's throat, saving it. A woman and her dog were trapped in a sinking car, but a man risked everything to bring them to safety.
I got you, dog.
Oh!
Swim to the boat. Swim to the boat.
Ducklings fell into the drain, but kind-hearted people returned them safely to their mother. A fox got stuck in a tree, but a man carefully freed it, letting it move safely again. A thirsty porcupine received water from a kind human, staying safe and hydrated. A foal had its head stuck on a platform, and a human carefully helped it get free. A kind elderly lady noticed raccoons struggling and gently fed them, bringing smiles to everyone watching.
Okay, we will shut this down and I will go get...
Even in hardship, a starving little boy shared his food with a stray cat, showing pure kindness. A woman spotted a cat hiding under a car and carefully rescued it, ensuring it stayed safe. A little child noticed a tiny animal struggling and offered it water, showing compassion beyond their years. A stray puppy wandered onto a highway, but a man acted quickly to bring it to safety. A vulture was suffering from the heat, and a man stopped his car to give it water, reviving the bird. In the scorching desert, a compassionate man repeatedly offered water to thirsty camels, saving their lives. After one injured bird was fed, the others pretended to be hurt too, hoping for a helping hand. A thirsty monkey gratefully received water from a kind human, quenching its thirst. Horses trapped in rising waters for days were finally rescued by people using whatever they had on hand. A trapped raccoon struggled, but a man stepped in and freed it safely. A sparrow got stuck on a glue trap, and a man gently lifted it free, ensuring it could fly again. A tiny palm was being threatened by stray dogs, but a kind person intervened to rescue it. A raccoon found itself trapped in a trash can, only to be rescued by a caring human. Drivers patiently waited as a mother sloth carefully made her way to her baby, keeping them both safe. A raccoon needed help, and a kind man stepped in to ensure it was safe. An elderly man and his old dog showed true companionship, sticking together through thick and thin. A monkey was on the brink of danger, but a man performed CPR and revived the little animal, saving its life. A man found a shark gasping for air and carefully rescued her, giving it a second chance at life. A woman spotted a ram stuck in mud and quickly helped it to freedom. A helpless dog was in urgent need of aid, and a compassionate man stepped in to help. During a flood, several stranded dogs were rescued by a kind-hearted man. A hawk collided with a screen door and a woman carefully helped it recover. A kind-hearted man noticed a struggling dolphin and rescued it, returning it safely to the water. A man rescued a dolphin caught in distress and gently guided it back to the sea. Young men carefully freed a tiger shark caught on a fishing line. Giraffe got stuck in a fence, struggling to escape until rescuers intervened and freed it. A man risked his life to free a hammerhead shark from a hook, showing incredible bravery. A team of rescuers helped a beached orca in Alaska until the high tide allowed it to swim free.
Oh, okay.
An abandoned dog in a gutter was carefully rescued and taken to safety by a kind person. A turtle entangled in a net was spotted and freed by a compassionate woman. A mother duck and her ducklings needed help crossing busy roads in Paris, and a woman guided them safely. A man helped a mother duck and her babies navigate traffic, ensuring they all reached the other side safely. A stranger noticed a lizard whose head was stuck in a can and carefully freed it. A man spotted a crab trapped in plastic caps and carefully freed it, providing it with a proper shell to survive. A kind woman reunited a group of ducklings with their mother, guiding them safely back to her.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's basically saying, follow me.
A hungry dog patiently waited outside a shop, and a kind passerby offered it food.
Hola, pancito. Ten, amigo.
A woman jumped out of her Uber to rescue an opossum in urgent danger.
And he did. Even if I break one of her nails, if I had to be a little aggressive to make sure she didn't go into traffic, that's what I had to do. I didn't know if she was going to bite me and I could drop her.
A little boy noticed a kitten stuck in water and immediately helped it to safety. A man spotted an owl tangled in barbed wire and carefully freed it.
I freed him. Look at that.
A dog trapped in an empty well was rescued with the help of ropes, ensuring its safety. A terrified owl expressed gratitude after being saved by a kind man. A man bravely intervened to save a dog being attacked by an aggressive kangaroo.
Let it go, Tonks. Let's go. The other dog's coming.
A man rescued a kudu that had become stuck in a fence, carefully freeing it. A man stepped out of a wedding to rescue a furry animal struggling in water, safely helping it back.
Bravo, Mozzi! Bravo, Mozzi!
A wildlife officer rescued a great horned owl whose wing was stuck on a barbed wire fence. A thirsty stray dog received fresh water from a kind man, reviving its spirits. A baby deer was trapped in a fence, but a woman carefully freed it, letting it run back safely. An orange cat was rescued from drowning by a quick-thinking man. A dog stuck in water was rescued by a compassionate man pulled to safety. A kingfisher stranded on a frozen pipe was comforted by a human hand until it could fly safely. A lost owl at sea was helped back to safety by a kind man.
Boy's lost!
A kangaroo caught in a barbed wire fence was rescued by a quick-thinking individual. A dolphin in distress was rescued and guided back to the sea by a compassionate man. An elderly woman adopted a stray dog and gave it its first bath, earning the dog's grateful gaze. A shivering dog was given warmth and comfort as a woman covered it with her jacket. A tiny raccoon with its head stuck inside a can was carefully freed by rescuers.
Saved him.
A man stopped his car to save a puppy lying asleep on the road, ensuring it was safe. I found clips of animals who saved humans' lives. Click the video on the screen to watch.